On this segment of the Mad Mixologist, we're making clear ice for your cocktails. Dean Serneels. This is the Mad Mixologist. Some people say my techniques are crazy. I think they're mad. This is a cross section of a giant ice cube. If you have a small ice cube, you'll see impurities in it. All we need to do is extract that clear ice. Just like a pond in the wintertime, the sides and the bottom are insulated. The cold air pushes down from the top and pushes all the impurities right into the bottom. I have taken this whole cooler full of water and I added blue food coloring to it, because even that is not going to escape the directional freezing. So look, if I take this top layer off, this has only been in there for, I don't know, 24 hours or so. It's perfectly clear, yet that blue water is being pushed down. But how do we get it into drinks? This one here is 3/4 of the way. It's just about 24 hours into a freeze. So a lot of bartenders, when you smashing this open so that they can get to it, score it with a knife and bang it and knock it, and it's quite painful actually. So here's what it looks like, totally frozen. There is a bit of manhandling in this. Do not run water over this. Even me rubbing it like this could possibly make it crack. What we need to do with ice when it comes fresh out of the freezer is we have to let it sit in the room for a little bit. Just let it come in and socialize a little bit. So here's the big block right now. You can see the impurities in the bottom and even the little bubbles that all bubble all the way up to the top to the surface here where it's perfectly clear. We're gonna just cut the top off of this to make perfectly clear ice cubes. But we need a fun way to do it now, don't we? Or a mad way. I've actually been hired for special events just to carve ice cube blocks to put into people's specialty bourbon cocktails. Here we have an electric chainsaw. In the oil part to oil the chain, I've actually used vegetable oil. We're gonna rinse the ice off anyway, so anything on it is gonna come off. I wanna do a shout out to Gary Groover right now. Thank you, sir. Here we go. I'm just gonna cut 2-inch blocks. Want to get that in slow-mo? Yes. Last but certainly not least, we take just regular ice cube trays, lay them in the top, fill this whole cooler full of water, but put holes in the bottom of the ice cube trays. Your ice cubes will come out perfectly clear. Look at that, perfectly clear ice cubes. And if you want to play with it, get some little tiny figurines. There's a little otter in this one. Look how cute he is. And there's a little penguin in here. He's frozen, but they're used to that. All right, lots of fun you can have. Clear ice is super easy to make. Yes, there's a little bit of a mess, but it's just a little bit of water. It took me about 45 minutes to clean up the mess I made, but it's totally worth it. Got a full cooler full of blocks. They're all perfectly imperfect. They're perfect. I love each one.
We zest an orange for the top of that chocolate old-fashioned, but what do you do with the orange when you're finished zesting it? We're gonna turn this orange into a tip jar filler right here.
Please subscribe. We've got lots of craziness coming up here on the Mad Mixologist.